Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Hub. I'm your host GamerK, and it is time for another one of my Tales from the Conventions videos. And keeping in theme with my Spider Month videos this month, last year in November of 2023, I met another great voice actor who has rose to stardom in the Spider-Verse. Nope, not that Spider-Verse. Hopefully I'll get to him. Hopefully I'll meet him in a couple months, but no. From his own spin-off game that was a pre-sequel mini-game to being one of the best things in the new game, I got to meet Miles Morales himself. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I hope I am. If he sees this, I apologize. Nadji Jeter, who is all as fantastic as Miles is. And that's incredible. One of the weird things is that I knew this guy way before Miles, and I didn't even know it. Because while I was waiting at the front of the line at the table, I saw some photos of stuff that he's been. And shockingly, he played Sam in The Last of Us. Yeah, that kid that we had to protect that ends up going clicker and everything and causing a very, 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 very bad ending to that chapter. I never played the game because I don't do zombie games. Did it just do what I think it did? Okay, then. But I watched the whole game because I was curious and I was bored one year. So, yeah. Great game, though. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not playing it. And he also played, get this, Chris Rock's son in Grown Ups 1 and 2. Yes. This dude starred in an Adam Sandler movie, which is freaking awesome. And now he voiced Miles Morales in that, I can't remember how long ago it was, but that Spider-Man show, because they cranked out a good number of them a good number of years ago. There was Ultimate Spider-Man, but it was the reboot kind of Spider-Man show where he again voiced Miles. And I'm not sure if that came out before or after this game. His becoming the new Spider-Man in gaming. But it was absolutely a blast meeting him. I was so hyped up, and even his handlers were enjoying how much I was hyped up. And he was amazing. He was freaking fantastic. Like, talking to him, like, once again, I always say this during my my convention tales. When you meet a celebrity, don't just say a quick hi or anything. Like, okay, obviously if the line is going quick, yeah, you have to do a quick hello. But if you ever get the chance to actually talk to them, a couple things: treat them like they're a regular person, and also basically go out on how awesome they are. But don't sound so weird, because I think I've had an experience like that, and oh boy. But Jeter is fantastic. He was so appreciative of people who went to go see him. There were little kids who loved him as Miles, who wanted to be the next Spider-Man, and he was just all for it. Like, I was in line right behind a lot of people, and he was so cool. He was so humble and so freaking energetic. Having the artwork and the stuff that people wanted to sign. But the thing is, I didn't play the Spider-Man game until after the convention because I had to borrow my cousin's PS5 in order to play the game. And oh God, I would have sung his praises anyway, saying, I kind of gave the game a negative review, but that's not on him. The performance of Miles Morales was one of the best things in the game. And I said to him that it was just freaking amazing just seeing a new Spider-Man come into the woodwork. And when he signed it, he was starting off with the black marker, but the black wasn't going to show. Whoop. Damn it, I dropped this case so many times. It should have its own web launcher parachute. So I got him to sign the game. And I never realized until after I bought it, this was the launch edition, which was freaking amazing. So there we go. He was starting off with the black, but the black wasn't going to show that well on the dark surface. So he asked me, what color did I want to have on here? Like, he asked me. And I told him, you know what? Miles is all about that dark blue and red aesthetic. So let's go classy with a light blue for the autograph. And he agreed, light blue, keeping it classy. And he was so fun with my little quips and my interaction. I was so hyped to meet him because I love meeting celebrities of all different genres. Movies, TV, games, anime, animation shows. I love it all. And to meet a guy who is, I literally told him this, like, I grew up with the 1994 Spider-Man. I grew up with Spectacular Spider-Man. And I grew up with Yuri because of this game. So I basically told him that you are the Spider-Man of the new generation. And you are going to inspire so many other young children, young boys out there who want a superhero to look up to. And Miles being the new Spider-Man in TV and movies and gaming and in comics. I mean, I don't really read comics, so I don't really know how well they've done Miles in it. But from what I've seen in the movie and these games, Miles is on his way to becoming the new Spider-Man where this generation will look up to. The same way I looked up to the 1994 Spider-Man and Josh Keaton's Spectacular Spider-Man. And yeah, I got to admit, Neil Patrick Harris's the new animated series and also the video game that I love to play, which is, again, I freaking love it. But he was so receptive of what I was saying, like how he is this generation's Spider-Man, and I wished him nothing but the best. And I gave him high praise for the game, that it was so in depth with emotion. I kind of told him that for the final fight against Tinkerer, that I told him what I was hoping for. I was hoping for the theme My Time to play, like not the singing because it's a big action scene, but the theme of My Time to play during the final boss fight. But that obviously didn't happen. I was telling him, like, it would have been so cool to have the music kind of orchestrate. And then when it got to like that final moment where you had to do like a quick time event and do the final blow, that's when the chorus would come in, and it would just be so badass. And he was just looking at me like he could see it being done. And I told him, like, I haven't played the second game yet, the new game yet, but I am having so high hopes for this because I can't wait. And obviously he wasn't going to say anything because he wanted to keep me in suspense, but he said, you had better be ready because there are some and he actually said this. He was making sure there weren't kids next to me in line. That he says there's going to be some shit that you are going to love with Miles. And I'm like, I told him that's it. I'm gonna ask to borrow the system so I can purchase the game and play it because I wasn't waiting another minute longer. I even told him my idea, and yes, I talk a lot when I meet these people, but I don't go for an hour long because I don't want to screw over the people behind me. But I just go rapid fire. I told him that for the next game, because Miles is now in charge, and also I told him I loved the Haley romance, and I hope it continues, and it did, which I'm happy. So I hope we get more of that. I told him from the 1994 cartoon, there was this villain who hasn't been used in video games or media since then. And because a lot of the old villains are gone, now I know that. Fuck! I can only imagine my reaction when I met him, like before, like if I played the game beforehand. There is a villain that could be Miles's brand new villain, a villain that is just for Miles. No Peter, no nothing, just a villain who wants to be the ultimate arch enemy, the new Miles Morales. Alistair Smythe, I'm still hoping for it. And I was telling him all the stuff they could do because of the giant robot, the Spider Slayers. I was telling him how the boss fights could go down. And he was enthralled with it. Like, he loved the ideas. He was jamming out with them. Like, these are pretty freaking cool. And like, it's not like when you know how on TV shows and movies, when they do conventions of people, it's like the people sign the stuff and like don't hear what you're saying. He was actually reacting to it, and he was giving me eye contact the whole time. It was so freaking cool. And yeah, being a big dork like me, that's one of the best things. If I can get any of my ideas out there to the talent, I'll honestly, and also just praising him for making a great character even better. And again, like I said, millions of kids are going to be seeing him in the games because of this now. And any of them who watch the show where he voices Miles, that's going to be their comic book awakening, maybe. They're going to see that Miles is a great character. And I couldn't give him props enough. And I just said that Hugh, your career isn't ending with Miles. It's starting, and you are miles ahead. And he kind of chuckled at that joke. I didn't mean to make that joke. And then afterwards, later on, my friend and I, who went there, got our photo with him. And I hate that the reflection's going on. There we go. I obviously had to do a Spider-Man pose for this. I had to do it. Great guy. I'm going to say this to end off. If Nadji Jeter is coming to any convention near you, I highly tell you to meet the guy. He is cool. He loves seeing the fans' reactions and everything. He loves it. And I can't talk about this guy enough. Nadji Jeter is definitely in my highlights list of all the celebrities I've met recently. And having gone to conventions for 10 years now. Going on 10 years. And it just shows why I love the fandom and why I love these voice actors and why I love these people, because they make the characters come alive like from comic books. They are the ones that make the characters come alive, because like I say a lot, you can't just pick any person to voice a character. I mean, you can, but it's probably not going to get the exact same reaction. But Jeter brought Miles to the video game world, and he does a damn good job of it. And he does an amazing job of making the fans love him even more. Without that final suit of Marvel's Spider-Man 2, though, oh boy. Yeah, thank God I didn't enter the go there after I played the game, because I'm not going to be negative about the guy, but I have to say, please tell me you'll never wear that outfit in public. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm joking. Still, Jeter is a fantastic voice actor. He's a fantastic celebrity. And again, if you find out that he is going to a convention in your town or somewhere near you, I highly recommend you go and meet him. You get something signed. You have a cool interaction. And yeah, he's definitely one of the few Spider-Men Okay, I've only met 2 Spider-Man, but still, in terms of Spider-Man, exactly the same way I have my top list for my Joker actors, Nadji edges up there with the likes of Josh Keaton, Tobey Maguire, and obviously Yuri Lowenthal. He ups there right at the top 5 list because of how amazing he makes Miles like a real person. Someone who discovers his abilities, trying to learn everything on the fly. And I said before that I'm kind of mad that we didn't get to do the story of Peter Parker in the game in this series from the start, seeing him learn the ropes. And yeah, I bagged on Miles Morales' game for being so short and for a lot of things. But when I get right down to it, I've had some time to rethink it and go over it again. But yeah, we are literally this is as close to a game series where we're playing a Spider-Man right from day 0. And I'm just happy that Nadji Jeter was there to take us on this ride. And I can't wait for the DLC that they are doing. And hopefully the 3rd game where hopefully my Alistair Smythe idea is there. I'm really hoping because I think it's something that could be super cool. And yeah, you know what? That's all I got to say. Nadji Jeter. Great actor, great voice actor, great guy to talk to, and such a humble guy. Like, that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for joining me for this Tales from the Convention. Like, comment, subscribe down below. And let's see, it's May now. No, it's April now. So I won't be doing another one till June, actually. Yeah, June. Where I am actually going to be going to my first convention year. I mean, normally I don't give brief, what's the word? Hints of who I'm going to be talking to, but after talking about someone recently, I think next time I'm going to be talking about someone from my very first convention experience. And oh boy, am I going to have to make it. Actually, who am I going to do? I'll decide. This is GamerK, logging out.